Here is why copyright claim. I'm using no copyright music or royalty-free music or material. Isn't that the thought that goes through our mind whenever we receive a copyright claim? How often have you said that about copyright whenever you see that alert message? If you see it. In this video, I will explain 1. What is a copyright claim? 2. How to remove a copyright claim on YouTube without deleting your video 2020. Now 3. Is there a workaround to prevent copyright claims? If you upload a video that contains copyright protected material, you could end up with a Content ID claim. Companies that own music, movies, TV shows, video games, or other copyright protected material issue these claims. The intention is to place a claim on the ad revenue that may be generated. The owners of the copyright may place an ad in front of your video, and income from these ads will accrue to the owners. Why do you receive a copyright claim even though you use non-copyright music? It can mean that you can use that song but not for commercial purposes, or you can't monetize it. Means any income from ads will go to the copyright owner. Now, this can happen even when you're not a YouTube partner and non-monetized. You need to think about future income when your video suddenly blows up and goes viral. All that money does not come to you, but to the party who made the claim. Now, how do you know if there's a copyright claim on your video? I will take you step by step through the process to check if there's any copyright claim on your video. Now, let's look at my computer screen. And let's see, I will go to my channel and then I go to YouTube Studio. Then I will choose videos, and there you will see on the under restrictions I have 2 that have copyright claim. So just say I put a mouse over the copyright claim, and I will see that it says copyright claim. This video was found to contain copyrighted material. As a result, it cannot be monetized by the uploader. Okay, so if you say I want to click in and see the details, it shows 1. The Content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. The channel is not affected. That means your Content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. Your public can still see it. However, you are not eligible, even though you may not be eligible for YouTube Partner Program. Ads may be shown on your YouTube channel, and hence whatever income from the revenue will not come to you. Okay, now if you look at the bottom of it, you go through, you will see bob your head. Yeah, your Gutta is the one that is saying that I have used his content, and the content is used during 39-10, that's the time, to 39-23. Then you also see a select action. Now just say I want to trim out the segment. Okay, I click trim out a segment, and then you run, and let's see, yeah, you will run trim out a segment, and you will actually trim it, and then you will actually eventually find out after the trimming whether your video is still under a copyright claim. Okay, now just say I go for the other one here, the copyright claim, see details. You see the same details as the earlier one. Video cannot be monetized, select action. So then you can choose either trim out the segment, which means that either you manually trim out the part which is under copyright claim, the part of the music, or you allow YouTube to do it. Okay, or you can replace a song, which can be the case that you have another song which is not under copyright claim, and you can replace the song. Or you can mute the song if really there's no other choice. It's better to mute the song and then have the video which may be running with just your voice. So that can be an option, or a dispute. So it's up to you what action you can take. You can take any of these actions which will actually allow you to have the video running. But of course, like when you say trim out the segment, you need to see whether is it a segment of your video, does it impact what you're saying in the video. Otherwise your video may not make sense, right? Now, How do you I've come to this account is how do you avoid the check how do you avoid copyright claim? Okay, you can check with the site owner if they allow use of their non-copyright music for commercial purposes, and you can monetize it. So you need to check with them whether it is allowed or not. Okay, it is best to clarify at the beginning. This is to avoid future claims. Read the terms and conditions. Do they allow use of their songs for commercial purposes without a claim? Do check to be specific, rather than at the end when there's a claim, then you want to dispute with them, then you have problems. Now, instead of using one track in a video, I use multiple tracks normally as background music, so that when I hit a copyright claim, I will be notified, and then I will know which of the songs is under a copyright claim, and I can avoid using that song for my future use. Okay, so if you hit a copyright claim in such a situation, there will normally be options for you to select, as I have indicated earlier, either delete, trim out the part of the video, or continue, but you won't earn income from that video. Now, once YouTube or your good self has trimmed out the part of the video, review and see what has been removed or which songs you have removed, because your video should flow from one topic to another. Now, I could recommend two sites where you do pay a small fee for original music and have no copyright claims. One of them is called Ashamaluev, which is ASHAMALUEV. So far, I've used this site for a few months, and so far I've never had any claims issues with them. The other one which I've just started is Fesliyan Studios, which is FESLIYN Studios, where you will donate as per what you can afford and be able to use original music. Now, many of us don't want to use music because we use non-copyright music, which is free, because of course we don't want to pay the cost for it. But the thing is, basically, that you can actually avoid all these issues by example Fesliyan Studios, where you can just pay a little bit of the fees. It can be as little as $2, and then you can actually have your usage of the fees. So I would suggest that it's best to go and use that way rather than you don't have any choice. Okay, so anyway, thank you, and I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have any questions, please do ask, and I will try my best to answer your question.